What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Untapped Potential. We are getting to the nitty gritty, the end of the space case by Phillips. We're on day Paul Correa today.
Shout out Paul Correa, favorite player of all time.
Blocking my face. There it is. Brett, any predictions on what we're going to get here?
I'm giving up on predicting after the way things have gone so far, but I am going to go out and say, I'm going to go Belgian double, the double.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it'll be like a dry hopped pale ale or something.
Dry hop pale, back to the
plainer like that.
What did we have yesterday?
Yeah, we had a great one yesterday. The Black Forest Stout.
Those are the type of beers that I think should be in a specialty pack, like stuff like that.
I 100% agree. Awesome. Let's get her in there. Let's dive in. 1, 2, 3.
And it is unreal.
Baby. Let's go.
That's a winner for you.
Yeah, buddy. It's a beautiful can.
I'll give you the honors of going through this one.
This is like I feel like it's Christmas morning and I just unwrapped a little treat from my stocking.
So it's supposed to be a little American flag design there?
I think so. Shout out to American Thanksgiving. We're filming this on Thanksgiving. So this is the Sorry Not Sorry North American Brown Ale. I wonder what a European brown ale is. So it's
maybe like a Scottish brown.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it's got water, barley, not Bailey. That's where my head's at. Bailey, flaked oats, rye, hops, yeast. So the rye, I think, is probably what makes it a little bit stronger on the 6.5%. So let's give her a go.
I'm stoked on this. It's 2 for 2 here. What a redemption arc.
Oh yeah, that smells like a bourbon almost.
This is what I need in my life.
So really good color. Shout out Mount Aerosmith. A lot of head, which is awesome. Yeah. Cheers, Brett.
Cheers. I'm using the old twin sales again. If someone wants to send me a glass, that would be great. Appreciated.
Shout out to our boy Neck Tattoo.
Number 1 service.
Oh, that is whoa.
Buddy.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is dark, just like my mustache. That is really good. What do you compare that to? Like, I've had quite a few brown ales, but it's a little bit stronger than most. It's
almost a stout.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say that
like every brown
stout, to be completely honest.
Yeah, every brown ale I've had has kind of been a little bit less intense. Yeah, it's kind of like if a stout and a brown ale had a baby.
Yeah, like I'm a little bit lost for words, to be honest.
Really good.
In full honesty, maybe this says what about my beer knowledge here. If someone gave this to me and told me it was a stout, I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. This is definitely if I was to rate this is Eric Lindros. This is going to score you goals. This is going to hit you in the face. This is going to skate hard, back check, forecheck.
Legion
just
of Doom.
Do it all for you. Legion of Boom. Legion of Doom.
I think for me,
number 88,
my guy, Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Scoring a goal a game, has the best season going since I think in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe early 90s. Plays all 3 ways. Works hard.
Did you ever try that Phillips Brown Ale? It was a Moscow Mule Brown Ale. I think it was called the Zonky.
Okay.
It was out this summer. It was really interesting. It wasn't great, but it was totally different than anything I've ever had.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that. Was it really gingery?
Yeah, it definitely tasted like a Moscow Mule with just a little bit of brown ale.
Interesting. Man,
no. So this is a big recovery. This is a reclamation project. This is really good.
This is Chelsea last year. Fired the coach, brought in Tuchel, and next thing you know, they were in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We were screaming at the computer screen 2 nights ago saying, fruited lager, fuck my life. Thanks, editor, beat that out. But now we're getting nice, tasty winter beers.
Yeah.
I mean, if it started snowing outside, I think I would take this, drink it, and go to a snow angel.
Eh?
Yeah.
Take this one to Mount Washington.
Snow angel. Awesome.
Right. So what's next on the docket here?
Yeah, so that's day 8. No, day 9. Holy moly. So we have the number 10 tomorrow. And yeah, now we have a little special feature here. We're going to continue our beer power rankings, and we're going to take you to the North Island of Vancouver Island. So we're going to hit up Courtney, Comox, and Campbell River. And while we're doing that, we're going to bring in our guest star. He's getting famous on YouTube already, Adam, aka Smitty.
I think he might be doing this full time. All right.
Just wait for him.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
I think our lists are all going to be pretty similar, so we're just trying to be quick when we go through this. So for me, I didn't have any honorable mentions. Did anyone have any honorable mentions?
I have a dishonorable mention due to their service.
I have an honorable mention for beer, not for brewery though.
Yeah. What's the brewery?
Ace Brewing.
Ace? Yeah, I didn't even put them on honorable mention.
I couldn't put them on my list.
You didn't put them on the list for
Comox
Comox Valley? There's only 5 breweries out there.
It was top 5 worst service. I put that on sales level.
Yeah, it's tough.
They're on they're number 5 for one of my beers, I think.
All right. Well, let's start her off. Smitty, start us off. So number 5 for you is Ace.
Are we going breweries first?
Yeah.
Okay. So breweries first. I'm going New Tradition actually.
That's your number 5. All right.
I'm copying. I'm going New Tradition as well.
And we're just gonna make that a 3-peat. And New Tradition is number 5.
Boom.
Smitty, what do you got for number 4?
So I went Ace. I've always had good experiences there, so I can't speak for any bad experiences.
What's your go-to beer at Ace?
It's actually on my beer list. So do you want me to save that?
Yeah. No spoilers. Yeah. Brett, what's your number 4?
I don't know if this counts because it's kind of Sunshine Coast, but is on our side. Townsite.
Oh yeah, Gibson's. No, that's in Powell River.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
I've never been. It's a little sneaky. I've never been there. I haven't been there yet, actually, but
I'm gonna get sneaky here too.
Comox Valley, but close enough, I guess.
I'm gonna get sneaky, and number 4 is Beach Fire out of Campbell River for me.
I've heard good things. I think my coworker brought me a beer by them a long time ago, like 2 summers ago, and I enjoyed it, but I don't really remember.
I've only had a couple of their beers, but Cascadia carries a bunch of their stuff.
Okay.
What's number 3 for you, Adam?
Cumberland.
Nice.
Cumberland Brewing Company.
Brett, what about you?
Cumberland as well.
And let's just 3-peat it. Cumberland as well.
Nice.
All right. What's number 2 for you, Smitty?
A bit of a surprise. I'm going number 2, Land and Sea.
Oh, shocker.
Wow.
Brett?
I thought it was going to be all of our number 1s.
I thought we were all having the same list, basically.
So the reason I did is because I was taking into consideration like time spent there and like atmosphere and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So the biggest issue with Land and Sea is the parking, which is a total nightmare.
Can confirm.
And it's kind of bougie too. Like it's kind of like you want to go in there for a beer and there's people with suit and ties and which is fine. I mean, it's a wealthy community in Comox.
It's more like the warehouse feel.
Yeah.
Like brand new building. It's just kind of a big warehouse. Like still super cool, but
Brett, what did you have for number 2?
I have number 2 is Gladstone.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, my number 1 obviously is then Gladstone.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking into account like one, their beer's awesome, but it's a pretty neat building, like the way they've set it up, kind of like that retro kind of vibe.
Yeah, great location.
Awesome food. They got the burger place right beside it.
Yeah.
You can bring your dogs there. Like it's just super like friendly. Everyone kind of walks, not right now, obviously, but usually, everyone knows each other and is walking around the tables and stuff. So
I got a quick funny story about Gladstone. So we were just having a few pints at Gladstone. We just got some donuts, shout out Bigfoot Donuts, and we're hanging out in London is with us. And this guy who's pretty hammered, like older guy by himself, starts talking to us. And he goes, your daughter's very cute, and just throws her a $50 bill. And I was like, I don't really want strange men buying. Yeah, I don't really want strange men giving my daughter $50, but at the same time, thanks for the $50. Picked up the tab and bought her a toy too. So number 1 for Brett, I'm just gonna guess. Brett, is it Land and Sea?
It is indeed.
So that's mine as well. Why I love Gladstone, like I think those are 2 of the top 5 breweries maybe in BC. Like they're both so good. But Land and Sea, every beer is just so good.
Yeah.
Really good food too.
If I was going purely on beer, I'd go Land and Sea. But yeah, also like the team I played hockey for, the owner from Gladstone's owner sponsored the team, so we were getting Gladstone beers in our cooler, which helps.
That's pretty unreal. Most beer hockey's chucking Luckies around. You guys are chucking.
Well, there was Luckies in the cooler, but there was also like Belgian Signals and Pilsners and stuff too, which is nice.
Man, that's unreal.
Love that.
So actually, my reason going Land and Sea is because I really like the atmosphere there is sick. The building, you can see the tanks. I always like that. I see what's going on when you're there. The food's really good. Their patio area is sick, but you're right, that parking is a bit of a nightmare.
Oh
yeah.
And that's also because we've only been to Gladstone 2 times, and both times we sat outside, so I didn't really get to see the inside too much. But you're not wrong.
Inside's pretty small. Like you basically are sitting outside.
Okay.
For most of them, I know they did. I don't know if they're done it, but they're doing a reno now. And they did a reno during COVID. So that Mud Sharks coffee area, where that huge area is like, now where you can sit out there with beer and stuff too. So they got the whole area now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that helps a lot.
I feel like if you're a local, you're picking Gladstone every time.
Yeah, well, before it was like, because their inside's quite small. There's only about 2 long tables, and then there's that corner patio right beside the building. But now with that Mud Sharks area, it helps so much.
Yeah, and Smitty, I think you're right. Like if we were going for beers after a round of golf at Crown Isle, I think we would choose Gladstone. But if I was going to fill a growler or something like that, I would probably go to Land and Sea. Yeah. Awesome. So let's shift over to our favorite beers. Smitty, did you have any honorable mentions?
I did, and I kept them off my list. But New Traditions Liquid Tuxedo.
Great beer.
Great beer. I think it's a Schwartz beer. I think
Schwartz beer.
Yeah.
Brett, any more Smitty, or is that?
No, that was it.
No. Brett, any?
There's a Cumberland brewing that I just can't remember what it is, because every time I've tried to go to Cumberland, there's a giant line. We can't get in. But I remember going the one time, like, this beer is like top 5.
Was it a wheat ale?
I think it was. Yeah, like, it wasn't a pale or an IPA, which is usually what I go for. And I just remember it being ridiculous.
Yeah. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
It's on my list.
Okay.
For myself, I have a bunch of honorable mention, because this is kind of like next to Parksville, the closest kind of beer mecca for where I live. So we go there quite a bit. But my honorable mentions, because I just couldn't cut it down, was Just a Little Bitter by Cumberland is really good. Smitty, I'm sorry, Forest Fog Wheat Ale by Cumberland. The Gladstone Belgian Pale Ale, and the Land and Sea Hazy IPA, the Paradise IPA. Those are my honorable mentions. So Smitty, what's your number 5 beer in the Comox Valley?
So I went with the Ace Kitty Hawk Cream Ale.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's and they can it as well, so I pick it up at the liquor store every once in a while. But
what's it like? Kind of pretty smooth.
It's a super smooth. It's an ale. It's just got like a touch of that honey flavor. Like, doesn't overpower at all. But
and you can get that.
It's my go-to usually.
You can probably hunt that down at Cascadia or Landing or something like that.
I have it at Lucky's in the Nanaimo. Cascadia. They have them in most places.
Nice. Brett, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is the Gladstone Belgian Single.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That was usually my go-to after hockey.
Oh, I believe it. It's such a good beer. Really good. It's not over the top with that Belgian flavor. So
yeah, I crushed a bunch of those this summer. My number 5 is the Ember Red Ale by Beachfire. It's really tasty. Just a classic kind of Irish red.
How's it compare to this? This is
Pretty good. Yeah, it's
fair
different.
question. How's it
It's not as
compared to
strong.
Gladstone Red?
It's not as good as Gladstone, no. But it's good. Smitty, what's your number 4?
It's your honorable mention, the Cumberland Just a Little Bitter.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Similar to the Deacon Bros, the one that the Backcountry.
Yeah.
Like it's the same style of beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's pretty easy drinking, but it's still got some body to it.
Do they don't can any of their beers, do they? Like you have to physically go there to drink their
It's
beer.
the biggest heartbreak in all of beer industry is that they don't can their beers.
I
And
mean,
then the
people
kegs-
lining up out the door, so
Yeah, the kegs are limited too. I think like I've only ever seen it at Crown Isle.
Yeah, they have Forest Fog at Crown Isle, and then they also have it at a couple of like the pubs and stuff around the valley.
Mhm.
But yeah, they don't can anything.
Can we just quickly give them a shout out for having the sickest logo, the Cumberland logo? It's kind of like the St. Louis Cardinals logo, just Cumberland instead.
Yeah.
Can we get producer to throw that logo in on the video?
Oh, she'll be throwing the logos in.
Perfect.
And they probably would have been higher on my list of breweries, but like Brett said, it's almost impossible to get in there.
Yeah.
Like I'd be going up there mountain biking, and let's go for a beer, and then you ride your bike down to the brewery, and it's a 45-minute wait to get in.
Yeah.
So then we would just hop over to Riders next door and grab a pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Can we
Or
take a second and
something.
shout out
Chicken burger.
the chicken sandwich right beside it?
Yeah, Cooks.
Cooks.
That's what that place.
That's
Oh,
the-
God.
That's the goat. That's the goat.
Yeah.
Brett, what's your
Everything
number
there is
4?
yummy.
My number 4 is the exact same. It is
Yeah.
just a little bitter.
Nice. My number 4 is the Liquid Tuxedo Schwartz Beer. Schwartz. Nice little dark lager. Really nice. It's so smooth.
Yeah.
That's the best lager I can name. I'm not a lager guy, though. I'm sure there's better ones, but yeah. Smitty, what's your number 3?
So Land and Sea Mexico Pale Ale.
Oh, yeah.
Hazy Pale Ale. Yeah. That's my go-to there. Super
Okay.
refreshing. A little bit of like citrusy and it's just unreal. And it's always it's like one of their mainstays too, so it's always there.
It's you can get it at Gladstone, or not Gladstone, at Cascadia now too.
Really?
Yeah, so they like when they first opened, I talked to the owner, and originally he had no interest in canning, it sounded like, but I'm glad they did, because they're starting to can a few of their beers now.
Nice. Brett, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is a Liquid Tuxedo. I won't go on a spiel on that. We've already talked about it. So yeah, real good, real smooth.
Real good. My number 3 is the Deep Roots Amber Ale by Land and Sea. It was really good. It was a seasonal last spring.
I don't know if I had that one.
I don't think I
picked
did either.
No, I don't think they canned it. I picked up multiple growlers.
So number 2 for me is the Gladstone Porter.
Oh,
I have
that-
not had
that's an
that.
upset. I've never even seen that.
Really? Oh, I
No,
think
what's-
it's one of their main beers.
Yeah. What's it like?
Mix of chocolate, coffee, kind of
Ooh.
your standard porter, but it's super smooth, and it's great after you're getting a burger.
Oh man, I'm gonna hunt that down this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if they can that one. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but,
okay, that might be why. Because we've only gone up there this summer, and you're probably not pushing
Yeah.
porter in the summer.
Yeah, I know.
no, it's
30
it's
degree
not. I would say
porter
it's
my way.
but right now it's perfect.
Oh, that'd be so good.
What's your number 2,
My number
Brett?
2 is, again, we've already talked about the Comexico Hazy Pale.
That's mine as well. His number 2 is the Comexico. I think it's like, how do you say Quebec Pale Ale?
It's like that. Yeah, I think
That's
it
the
is,
hop.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's so good though. Smitty, what's your number 1?
So my number 1 is the Timberland Forest Fog.
Nice. Such
It
a
is
good.
my favorite beer. It's so smooth. It's pretty little alcohol, but like, after a bike ride, you go crush a couple pints of that stuff after. It's amazing.
I don't
makes
like
me so
wheat
sad
ales.
that you can only get it in the growler.
Yeah. I don't like wheat ales, and that beer is incredible. It's so good.
Yeah.
Brett, what's your number 1?
Probably the same as yours, the Gladstone Red Ale. We talked about it how many times already?
Oh my
It's
gosh,
just
Brett, we gotta
continuing,
stop doing
perfect.
this.
It's
You guys have the
perfect.
same list.
Pretty much, it's been like this for all three. This is the third power rankings we've done, but that is also my favorite beer, and one of my favorite beers ever made is the Gladstone Red Ale. It is so crisp, so flavorful,
It's the beer that got me into reds and ambers.
and
It's the brother thing, I guess.
I guess so. I mean,
I just
What
saw
can I
in their
say?
stories a couple days ago that they're discontinuing it too, which is devastating.
They're just continuing the red ale.
Yeah,
Because it's a seasonal.
yeah. I guess maybe it's like a fall beer.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's not a
you
big
would think
idea.
you think it would be a winter beer, but
Can they ship
Who
me a
knows?
couple?
I can't find them up here.
I can find them in singles every once in a while. Vessel has them.
Yeah, Cascadia at Eagle Ridge or Eagle Landing or whatever it's called in Victoria by the hospital has them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Smitty, do you want to quickly tell us about the bus system you were talking about on an earlier app?
Yeah, it doesn't run anymore. I think it stopped when COVID started, but there was a bus that did a lap around the valley, Comox Valley, to the breweries and a few different pubs. So basically, you paid $5, and then you could basically go bar hopping if you wanted to. So it went to we go like Gladstone, drive up to Land and Sea, do a drop off and pick up there, and then head over to New Traditions and Church Street Tap House, and go down to. I think it stopped at the Whistle Stop Pub or like the Griffin Pub as well. But yeah, we just kind of do laps around the valley on the weekends, basically all night.
That's
So you could go to a bunch of different places out, having to drive and have a good night.
Yeah,
But
quick
I
shout
don't
out
know.
to
Like I
Church
tried
Street.
looking it up today actually to see if it was still running, but I can't find any information on it anymore.
You gotta think. I think Comox Valley might be the premier like bachelor party spot on the island. Hey, with the golf and
Second to Victoria for sure.
Yeah, but even Victoria, all the breweries are pretty spread out. Like,
yeah,
there's the core ones downtown, but a lot of them are in the shipping district and Esquimalt and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. There are some brewery tours up in the valley. Like I saw a few companies doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no more bus.
That's always a good time too, doing those brewery tours. Awesome. Cool. Well, that wraps it up for us. Any closing comments, boys?
No, I'm excited to come back on when I get the Cascadia beer advent calendar going though.
Yeah. So we have some exciting things coming. We got the Parallel 49. What's it called? I cannot remember the name.
It doesn't have a name.
Doesn't have a name?
Calendar. No, I mean I'm looking at it right now and I don't see anything.
Let's just call it the Christmas Advent Calendar. It used to have a name like the joy or the most wonderful time for
It's the most wonderful time for beer, but is that a name or is that just like a little slogan?
I think that's the name. Yeah, so Brett and I will be reviewing that, and then Smitty will be coming on weekly to be breaking down
the Cascadia.
We might need to get your old lady on too, the first female. We'd love to have.
She's the one who bought it, so
yeah, we'll get her on too. If you're willing to share your fame.
More than happy to.
Yeah. Something tells me you might get a couple Gladstones in that, or I would guess you're getting a Comexico in there.
Yeah, I would think so. I haven't had the Cascadia one before, so I don't know how out there they go with what they select. Like if they go international, but
that would be a good opportunity for us for next year because I've thought about it a couple of times. It's like they select it. They're throwing like a bunch of pilsners in there, like Hoyne pilsners that left, right, and center.
I was just worried I would have had them all, whereas the Parallel 49, like they're all new ones. So it'll be really good having Adam on to kind of review that. Sure. Brett, where are we going next for power rankings?
I'm thinking we do Mid-Island.
Mid-Island, Smitty, we'll probably be bringing you back on for that. So
sounds good.
That'll be Parksville, Port Alberni, Tofino, and then we could
Duncan.
We should include
Duncan and Nanaimo.
Yeah,
that'll be tricky, but that'll be good. Yeah, so
that more options.
Yeah, so that will be coming up. Awesome. If everyone could like, subscribe, comment, share on Facebook, share on YouTube. Our Instagram numbers have been growing, untapped_potential_beer_media, I think. But our YouTube numbers are a bit stagnant. So yeah,
Share it along. And if anyone from Cascadia watches this, please put a store in Nanaimo.
Yes,
Cascadia.
I'm tired of having to drive to Nanoose whenever I want to get a beer from you guys.
Cascadia, and I'm from Nanoose and I live in Parksville, but how does Nanaimo not have a Cascadia? Please hit us up, letting us know. Adam will help secure some real estate.
Yeah, I've got a realtor.
Awesome. All right, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
Peace.